me again, Akio Sato, your talk show host. Now you're probably wondering why I haven't been making any videos. Well, as funny as it sounds and seems and yada yada yada, I've been studying for an exam. Very crazy exams that I had to take. I had to study from. It's not like I didn't want to make the videos, but I had to. Just the same for you guys, you probably had to study for them as well, but yeah, but I'm still here, still breathing, hopefully. And I'm still ticking, as my doc said. And what I mean by doc, doctor. But yeah. Now, we have a bigger issue that we need to take care of, and it's about racism and how can we stop it and all this other nice, good old stuff. But I'm only going to scratch the surface today because I don't want to waste your time or waste my time at the same time. So just going to scratch the surface of this. What is racism? Is when you actually show prejudice towards one race or another. I'm going to use African Americans because that's the only way that I can actually describe it. Back in time, you probably know about it, Jim Crow laws. Those people, the Jim Crows to be exact, didn't like African Americans. They believed that they were not humans. Well, apparently, we were biologically different and everything else. But funny as it is, somebody actually didn't want to live like this for a long time. Many people have tried to put an end to racism. Many people have tried, but nonetheless, they have failed. But I can tell you this, their death was not in vain, but someone else picked up that flame and carried it on. They carried it on because they wanted to end racism, and they knew that racism would come to an end, but they had to fight for it. Even though the previous activists knew their death was going to come soon, but they still pushed for it because they wanted to entrust their will on those that still had the will of fire to actually keep moving forward, to stopping racism. And look here today. Racism has come to an end, but it still lives on. Those closet ones, they live within the shadows, lurking around, feeding off of our anger for racism. But at the same time, it's mainly because of the African American community. They keep this little game up for them. They keep the board game out, keep calling themselves the N word, and I'm going to use it for a few minutes. Nigga, nigga, nigga. What's up, my nigga? Goodbye, my nigga. Hey, nigga. And all this other dumbass bullshit. You complain how Caucasians use the word, but it's okay for you to actually over exaggerate this word to the point where there's no room for it. They literally took the word nigger and flipped it around and did all this extra crap to it and turned it into nigga. The nice famous word that they call their friends, families, or associates, or say goodbye every day. And I literally get tired of hearing it and hearing it and hearing it. It's basically like a headache. Because these people, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they all fought to put an end to it, but African Americans are literally pulling it back alive. They're literally just digging it out the grave to literally bring them from the dead. I'm not saying as if racism was a real being, but you know what I mean. It's kind of our fault, and I'm not going to say mine because I've been trying to literally put an end to it, stop calling myself the N-word and all this other crazy crap because it's really stupid. Racism is really stupid. There's no point for the living. And it's kind of funny how it still lives on today. You know? It really is. We basically institutionalize it into our lives where there's no room for it. It is. Because to be honest, if we wanted to get rid of racism, we could. Because the day racism ends is the day that we want it to end. It is. Because I'm tired of people calling each other black people, white people, all that unnecessary crap. White people are not white. They're Caucasian. That's their race name. Caucasians actually refers to their body structure, but Caucasian is their race. African Americans, that refers to us. We're not black. You see this shirt right here? Take a good look at it. That's black. Last time I remember, black was a color and a shade. Well, not a color, but it was a shade and a base color. Excuse me. We're not black. So all that black crap needs to stop. It really does. Stop calling each other black and stop calling Caucasians white people. It's really funny. But they want racism to come to an end, yet they keep it up. They keep calling themselves niggers and niggers and niggers, but act all crazy and disorderly. But they give Caucasians a reason to think like this. You got to change your way about it. The best way to do about it, stop sagging, stop calling each other niggers, and all this other crazy stuff. Just dress like you actually have some sense. That's basically what it is. But I leave you with this message. All state in hands. Is your race in good hands?